there's one thing guaranteed to have cinema audiences queuing around the block, it's a superhero movie. And this summer, one of the most eagerly anticipated blockbusters hits our screens.
What is it?
I've got no idea.
Then you are clear to engage.
Iron Man is Marvel Studios' first independent feature, and they're pulling out all the stops to ensure its success, casting no fewer than 4 Academy Award nominees and 1 award-winning supercar.
Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
Tony's testing weapons in a kind of a hot zone and winds up having his convoy ambushed. He's taken into captivity.
And then something happens and he sort of changes his whole perspective on making weapons and the impact that it has.
We're a weapons manufacturer.
Bobby, I don't want a body count to be
That's
our only
that's
legacy.
what we
That's
do.
it.
We're ironmongers. We make weapons.
It's my name on the side of the building.
And what we do keeps the world from falling into chaos.
Not based on what I saw.
And it prompts him to fighting on behalf of those that cannot fight for themselves.
And that's where the story really starts to get interesting.
John, great to meet you.
Nice
Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
The Iron Man project's been talked about for many years in Hollywood.
Yes, it
and
has.
I'm just wondering what you felt, why now, and how did it come to be now with you at the helm?
One of the reasons it was made now was because this seemed like one of the few of the original pantheon of Marvel heroes that had never been adapted into a live-action film.
When I was a kid, I loved comic books and loved to play and dress up like superheroes and that sort of thing. So this is probably an extension of that as well.
Superheroes who manufacture weapons and then build one that they wear and use, to me, is just a complete nerdgasm.
I mean, I'm on the cover of Geek magazine. I'm definitely part of that culture.
Honorary member now.
Yeah, exactly. I got to represent. But if you hit those fans just right with this thing, they will talk about it. And if you get it wrong, they talk about it too.
Terrence, it's great to meet you.
Me too.
What do you think makes Iron Man different from the other superhero movies out there?
The only thing that makes Iron Man feel different is most of these other ones, they're based upon someone being born with some special mutant power of some kind.
He's an interesting character in that he's an adult who's lived life and has problems and has he's not just an adolescent who's coming of age in this film, as in many superhero films.
I'm just not the hero type, clearly.
Yeah, I can fly. He doesn't just go, and up and away and he takes off. There's a learning curve to everything.
I love the fact that it's just this guy who's completely genius and has this amazing shift in consciousness.
I want to protect the people I put in harm's way.
It's the cast that, you would typically see in an Oscar-winning drama type thing, but in a superhero movie. I'm just wondering what you feel these predominantly the four main guys bring to this that aren't in other comic book movies.
Damn. I think it may interest people who normally wouldn't want to go to this type of film. If it's a good superhero film, I love it. But I'm not going to just see a movie because some of my favorite characters are in it from growing up. I've been let down too many times.
We were all more so attracted to the idea behind what this movie could mean.
One of the things that interested me about the movie, talking to John, was that he wanted to make a movie that was really grounded in reality, and people could say, gee, maybe that could happen.
I never thought that I would be in a kind of action movie, but the players involved, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is just so exciting to me.
Gwyneth Paltrow plays Pepper Potts, my assistant. Could you imagine? I mean, how silly is that and fantastic? Who's your assistant, Gwyneth?
I actually don't think that you could tie your shoes without me.
I'd make it a week.
Playing the scenes with Robert, there's a kind of banter and a sort of sexual tension that they have that's a lot of fun to play. The MIT commencement speech
Is in June. Please don't harangue me about this stuff.
They're
That's
haranguing
way
so
down.
I'm going to say yes.
Well, deflect and absorb it. Don't
I
transmit
need you to
it back
sign
me.
this before
What are you
you
trying
get
to
on
get
the
rid of me
plane.
for? What, do you got plans?
As a matter of fact, I do.
I don't like it when you have plans.
I'm allowed to have plans on my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Yes.
I knew that. Already?
Yeah, isn't that strange? It's the same day as last year.
Well, get yourself something nice for me.
I already did.
And?
Oh, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Very tasteful. Thank you, Mr. Stark.
You're welcome, Miss Potts.
The other thing it brings for me is it brings the opportunity for spontaneity and for humor. And Robert has a wonderful quality of being able to be really funny, really subversive, sort of joke through the moments, while never losing the fact that he's grounded in the emotion and the stakes never get lost.
It's an imperfect world, but it's the only one we've got. I guarantee you, the day weapons are no longer needed to keep the peace, I'll start making bricks and beams for baby hospitals.
You rehearse that much?
Every night in front of the mirror before bedtime.
I can see that.
I'd like to show you firsthand.
Every once in a while, Robert would pop something beautiful out and just crack you up and make you totally lose focus and character. And yeah, we had some latitude in that.
When Robert came on board, he became a real partner creatively. He opened up an office right next to mine.
From where we're going to be shooting, is it going to be a big wide thing?
For me as a filmmaker to watch how he makes all of his choices and how it takes the film in directions that people might not normally expect.
That's pretty good.
I tell you.
It's pretty good.
Favreau, they couldn't have picked a better guy to be at the helm of this than John. He's being a writer, being an actor, and being a director, knowing all of those three elements.
He's brought a real sense of story and truth.
Cut.